The Three Cattle Dogs Gruff by Gurney and Myles Lawford. The Three Cattle Dogs Gruff by Gurney and Myles Lawford. Old Farmer Gruff had a big herd of cattle. They mooed and they bellowed and made his bones rattle. "Get in behind!" hollered old Farmer Gruff to his three cattle dogs, named Scruff, Wuff, and Tough. The cows had been herded, the milking was done, so Scruff, Wuff, and Tough scooted off to have some fun. Over the green paddocks they yipped and they yapped, then under a punga they lazily napped. A whistle awoke them. They jumped to their feet. There were bones to be gnawed and tucker to eat. They had to get home again, jiggity-jig, before Farmer Gruff gave their lunch to the pig. First on the bridge was little Scruff Gruff. Scuttle and scuff. A hideous tongue slipped up out of the creek. Then came Marakiho's ear-splitting shriek. "Cross my bridge, you silly mutt. I'll suck you up with a slurp, up my tongue and into my gut, and finish you with a burp." Scruff stopped in his tracks and looked round for help. "Don't suck me up, please. I'm teeny and tiny. I'm merely a crumb. My big brother, Wuff, will find much more yum for breakfast. For breakfast he gobbled up a whole leg of lamb, 2 tins of dog food, and stole the cook's ham," he managed to yelp. The monster was greedy, so off scampered Scruff, and on to the bridge padded cattle dog Wuff. A hideous tongue slipped up out of the creek. Then came Marakiho's ear-splitting shriek. "Cross my bridge, you silly mutt. I'll suck you up with a slurp, up my tongue into my gut, and finish you off with a burp." Now look, those are Marakiho's eyes. Wuff had to think hard and had to think fast. In his high little voice he cried, Please let me past. I'm just skin and bone. You mustn't be hasty. My big brother Tough will be so much more tasty. Why, just this morning he swallowed 2 goats, 3 possums, 4 rabbits, and 5 chubby stoats. The monster was wanting a meal, not a bite, so Wuff ran on by and was soon out of sight. Then Tough strutted onto the bridge to do battle. He dealt with some bellowing, bad-tempered cattle. A bridge-dwelling monster was nothing to fear. He had tackled so much worse in his farm dog career. A hideous tongue slipped up out of the creek. Then came Marakiho's ear-splitting shriek. "Cross my bridge, you silly mutt. I'll suck you up with a slurp, up my tongue and into my gut, and finish you off with a burp." Grrr. Tough sprang at the monster's long tongue with a growl, sinking his teeth and making it howl. Its eyes big and bulging, it thrashed side to side, flinging Tough round on a bungee-like ride. "Hey, that's Marakiho. He's a tonguey far." Tough sailed through the air as the monster broke free, and weeping and wailing crept back to the sea. Good riddance. It never returned to the bridge on the farm, which Scruff, Wuff, and Tough crossed each day without harm. When the cows had been herded and the milking was done, those 3 cattle dogs scooted off to have some fun. And old Farmer Gruff did not seem to mind, so long as they followed his "get in behind" order. The end.